All right. So you told me mom and pop's first language was, what was their first language? They didn't learn English.
Mom and daddy, when they was little people, they learned Creole. That's what they called it. My mama and my daddy could speak Creole fluently. They could speak Creole just like we speak American. My mama was working at one lady's house, and somebody was in France or somewhere. And Hilda, which is my mother, she told me, she talked to them people, and she told the lady, which was a white lady, what they said. Mom liked it, them people. Doctor, I can't remember their last name, but I know it was a doctor she worked for. She liked them people. They was nice to my mama.
When did they learn English?
Mom and daddy never told us when they learned English. Because by the time we was born, they could speak English. But, like I was telling you about them aunts and stuff, boy, my mama would get together with them aunts of mine, which was her sister-in-laws. They would start speaking that Creole mess. Nobody knew what they were saying. I did not know what my mama was saying from a duck. But, like I say, my brother Ernest, my grandfather Alphonse, my daddy's daddy, taught my brother Ernest how to speak Creole very well, and Junior can, but I don't. I just know dumb words that I won't tell y'all about. They're not nice words. But I know one thing that's very nice. Jolie, that's pretty.
So what did y'all move to Texas?
We moved to Texas because my daddy got mad at his daddy. His daddy was supposed to get him a job, driving a school bus, and then my grandfather didn't give my daddy that, let my daddy have that job. He gave it to his brother. So my mama and my daddy said we was going to move to Texas. My mama already had a sister out in Texas, in Beaumont it is, and my daddy had a sister in Beaumont also. So we moved to Beaumont. It was just, it was five, yeah, my little sister was Kevin born. Where Kevin was born?
I thought Kevin was born in Beaumont. I
Oh,
could be
okay.
wrong. This is your story, but I just always was under the impression he was born in Beaumont. I know Carlette was,
I think so.
but Kevin,
I think Kevin was born in Beaumont. Yeah, he was born on Park Street in that little hospital they had back then. But it was all four of us moved. It was just four of us. I done forgot what I was talking about. So, hey, this is why I'm rambling on.
it would have been five of you, because it was mom,
No.
pops, you, Kenny,
Oh, yeah.
Dave, and Junior. So that's six. Mom, pops, you,
Oh, yeah.
Junior,
Boy, that's a
Dave,
lot
and
of people.
Kenny. So six people. And where y'all lived in a house when you first moved here?
Yes, on Root Street, and it was just a 2-bedroom house. And guess what, though? I was the oldest girl. So I got a bedroom, and my daddy and mama had a bedroom. And Junior and Dave and Kenny, I think they slept on the floor in the kitchen. Because a girl had to have her own special room. And see, I done made 13 by then. I was a grown girl by then. I thought I was a lady.
How many rooms was the house in Church Point?
We had 3 bedrooms in Church Point because guess what? My grandfathers built that house for us. But the other house that we had before my grandfather, my mama's daddy, which his name was Walter Jubbett. He was I don't know what kind of carpenter you would call it then, because back then he didn't go to school for it or anything. So he just knew how to build things. He built the house. Him and my daddy helped, and my grandfather Alphonse, and his my uncle. My daddy only had one brother, and we had a 3-bedroom house then, because my brothers had their own room. I had my own room. My mama had their own room. We had a little thing called a little dining room, because them old people back then, they thought they needed a dining room. That was a special room. And we had our kitchen, but we ain't had no bathroom. We had an outhouse again.
So, what did mom and pops do when they moved to Texas? What jobs did they have?
Oh, wow. My dad got a little job at some kind of club. My daddy made $35 a week. My mama, at first for the longest, my mama didn't do nothing. She just stayed home and took care of the kids. My daddy, he worked, he would pick up cans, he did whatever he had to do to take care of his wife and his children. He loved us. My daddy died at a young age. He was a good man.
So, what were you most excited about moving to Texas for?
Y'all not gonna believe this at all. Man, and they didn't even have any. I say, oh yes, they gonna have sidewalks. I'm gonna be able to walk on the sidewalk. I can't think about the name of the address of that street, but it was on Root Street, and it was a dead-end street. They ain't had na a sidewalk. Walk to school, Sutherland School, me and girlfriends. They ain't had na a sidewalk. They ain't had all them daggone sidewalks in the city. Oh, you go to the city, they have sidewalk. That wasn't true.